Big man back again with another video. Are you guys good? So guys, I believe it's high time for us to talk about transgenders in South Africa, because we are getting different cases about transgenders, things that are happening to them in the country. So if you don't know what is a transgender describes a person whose gender identity is different from the sex they were associated at birth. For example, a person might be born as a boy but feel inside that they are actually a girl, or other way around. So basically this thing means, you could be born as a guy, but inside you feel like a female, right? I don't know how that works, but there are actually people like that in the world. So there was a video that came out of a female who was murdered 2 weeks back. I couldn't cover it because I had other videos in the pipeline, but I do believe it's something that we have to actually talk about, that is actually happening in the country. I'll let my sister here explain it.
Yo guys, this one hits home because I have a family member who's part of the LGBTQ community. So this is very, very sensitive to me. So let me read you this article so you can understand. Then you'll after. This is Clement Hadebe, 29 years old, originally from Newcastle in KZN. Okay. He went out with his friends over the weekend in Johannesburg, Kwamaimai. I think Songesias Kwamaimai, right? 3 guys joined them at their table and offered to buy drinks for them. And one of the guys showed interest in Hadebe. One of his friends advised Hadebe to tell the guy that he was gay, but he refused. Later, Clement left with the guy, but he was found dead. Okay, before we go far, guys, I believe that's the first thing you have to do to any guy who approaches you at the club. If you know that you're trans, and there's some good looking trans these days, man. Some of them look exactly like females, you get it? But I believe right now you have to actually disclose it to the person before he start lasting you. Because you know how we act at the club. When you're at the club, you see a nice chick, you're already thinking about taking that female to the boom boom room. But I believe before that guy start imagining things that he must not imagine, you should disclose your case. You get it? Let's go. Wounds the following day. Probably the guy was angered when he discovered that Clement is actually a guy. Siyambona guys with Clement. Gorgeous. And I'm also beggar. If I didn't read the story, there was nothing that was gonna tell me Uguti Clement is a guy. You get it? So Clement basically nabangani bakhe bayilama gay lawanga bonakala ukuthi abafana. So when you look at them, you like literally see women. Uyababona vele labantu laba banjalo. You get it? So, yo guys, this is very sensitive. First of all, one thing that I'm going to say is isigwebo asilifanele icala. You get it? Isigwebo besisikhulu kakhulu for le cala. No one deserves to die. No one deserves to be killed. And for him to be brutally killed, it wasn't fair. Ngifuna siqale si-address leyo part leyo qala ukuthi ukumbulala bekungenasidingo sokuthi aze afe. Mhlambe bekangamxosha. You get it? Amkhiphele ngaphandle estradeni athi hey hamba. You get it? Angifuni or whatever. Amlahlele ngaphandle estradeni azibonele ukuthi ulithola kanjani usizo. Ukuthi aze ambulale bekungenasidingo.
But I do believe, they are straight guys and they are straight nyana guys. There's some curves there. And there are some double plugs guys that they are not really straight. They can actually partake on the homosexual thing. You get it?
Futhi la kule story is that umngani wakhe uye wam-advise ukuthi mtshele lo muntu uyambona ukuthi u-interested. And I think the reason umngani bekathi mtshele is because bekabona ukuthi lo muntu ucabanga ukuthi uyintombazana. Uyayibona? Lo muntu ucabanga ukuthi uyintombazana. Guys, I think you guys need to protect yourselves. The LGBTQ community, especially gay, you guys, you need to protect yourself. And by protecting yourself is making sure ukuthi lo muntu lo ohamba naye uyakwazi ukuthi you are not a woman by birth. You get it? You are not a woman by birth, because in this situation, this guy all this time, drinks. You get some guys, for you guys to have sex. It's the final strike for Amadot. That is why you get it? It's the final strike.
What is she talking about now? What are you talking about? Eh? Now she's busy saying that we climax way too early. Relax, my female. Relax. Not all of us. Relax.
So this entire time, this guy is looking at this woman.
Bro, this thing is escalating way too quick, bro. It's escalating way too quick. No.
But he was even booking ama-B&B.
This guy was fast.
noClement uvumile ukuthi samba sonke ngapha. They are getting drunk. Baloku bayadakwa. And then at the end of the day, makafika endlini makathuthu yamthinta uthola lokho. There is a very high chance ukuthi uqale ngokumshaya, guys. For ukuthi nje amvulele ngeinhlamvu eziyi9, uqale ngokumshaya. Or wamtortura or whatever, and then wamtuba so brutally, like 9 bullets. He was angry. You get it?
You had the story. They met at the club. The guy thought the guy thought that the guy was a female, and he actually did what we mostly do when we find a nice female that we are attracted to at the club. We buy that female some drinks, then we try to convince her to go with us back home so we can go to the boom boom room. That's basically what every guy does who likes to go clubbing, right? But when they actually reached the area, the guy actually found out that, man, no, man, it's not make sure, man. Why is her bomb so strong? I'm joking, I just edit shit out. Why is her bomb so strong? I know, man, her chest is way too flat. I'm joking, man. I'll just edit shit up. He actually found that this is not a female, this is a dude, and I spend a lot of money. Golly, man. He basically played me, and the guy did one, killed the female. Right. So the problem with this story is, my guy here, Mr. Clement Hadebe, I believe he should actually told the guy that, bro, before you get too invested in me, bro, I'm actually a guy. I'm just transitioning now. I'm a transgender. If they're at the club, she's protected because, security is going to stop the fight and everything. And she's safe, and she was going to be fine if a fight occurs, right? So the problem is, he didn't disclose anything, and they went home together. You get it? And what happened after that? You know, when you meet a girl at the club, the touching and kissing and everything doesn't start home. It starts where? At the club immediately. That's me. I'm talking about me. It starts at the club immediately. We start kissing here, and when we get to the car, we continue, and we get home, we finish the game. I believe the guy was traumatized. The guy that actually killed Clement. But I'll advise my LGB, whatever. I don't know the other letters, right? In the country, right? Not all men are homophobic. He was basically saying that all of us are homophobic, especially straight guys. We are not homophobic. We are not attracted to other men. So sometimes kissing and touching another guy in a weird way, that's trauma to us. So I believe the best thing you guys could actually do before all these things happen, they're approaching and talking, shooting his pitch to you that he's actually attracted, tell him before you respond in any way, like, okay, I get it, you say you're attracted to me, but this is the first thing that you have to know. I'm gay, or I'm a transgender, or all these things. So what do you guys think about this situation? It was a bad thing that happened to Clement. And if you have your own opinions in the comment section, comment and let us talk about it, because I believe this is something that we actually have to start talking about it, because it's growing every year in the country. Every time, before when you went to the club, there was no trans, but right now, bro, we see a lot of trans in the club, and most of them are more cuter than the guy and than the females that they came with. Guys, I hope you have a great day, man. I'm out, man.